In this video, we will explain how to perform an initial evaluation of Noritake's GTSP series Touch LCD module. When evaluating the GTSP series, you can use our dedicated development tool, provided free of charge. With this tool, you can easily develop user interfaces such as screen transitions by touch operation, or displaying measured values from external switches and sensors. Introduction, preparation and connection. First, please download two items from our website, the development tool GT Design Studio, GTDS, and the latest firmware for the GTSP module. After downloading GT Design Studio, install it on your PC. To download the files from Noritake USA website, select Support, TFT, LCD Touch, GTSP series, then scroll down to find GT Design Studio and the firmware download page beneath it, and download both files. To download from Noritake Itron website, select Technical Support, Support Software Downloads, then scroll down to find GT Design Studio and the firmware download page beneath it, and download both files. Next, connect the TFT module to your PC. Use a USB cable to connect CN3 of the TFT module to your PC. Then supply power to the module. Connect a power cable to CN8 of the TFT module. For initial evaluation and development, you may simply short JP1 to supply power directly from the USB cable. Please use either method to power the module. Launching the development tool and initial setup. Once the connection is complete, launch GT Design Studio. This tool allows you to develop your user interface screens. First, perform the initial setup and update the firmware. From the drop-down menu in the upper left corner, select the part number of the connected TFT module. Next, update the firmware to the latest version. Click the Firmware Update button on the top toolbar. Select the firmware file corresponding to your module from the files you downloaded and execute the update. The latest firmware includes various feature enhancements and bug fixes, so please be sure to perform this update. How to use the development tool. Now, let's start developing a user interface screen. GT Design Studio consists of three main areas: the project tree on the left, the page layout in the center, and the property area on the right. First, create a new page and place a text object. Click the New Page button to create a page. Select the text object and drag and drop it onto the page layout. Each object has various properties, such as size and color. For example, if you enter text into the Text 0 property, that text will appear on the screen. Let's create another one. Frequently used properties like Text 0 can also be selected and edited by right-clicking. You can set various colors using the color property, such as text color and background color, depending on the object. Once your screen is ready, let's display it on the TFT module. Click the Write button on the toolbar. Writing will begin, and the created screen will appear on the TFT display. Placing buttons. Next, let's create a button object. Here, we will configure an event so that pressing the button changes the text displayed in a text object. In the button's Text 0 property, enter Change. Double-click the object to open the Event Settings window. Here, you can configure various actions that are executed when the object is touched. Now, let's set up an event that changes the text of the Text1 object when the button is pressed. From the drop-down menu, select the Set Action to modify a property, then click Add Action to include it in the event list. In the lower list, select the target object, Text1, and then select the Text 0 property. Next, choose =text and enter the string GTSP. Now, when the button is pressed, the Text 0 property of Text1, that is, the displayed text, will change from World to GTSP. Let's display it on the TFT screen. When you press the Change button, the text changes from World to GTSP. Page navigation. Next, let's create a screen that changes pages when a button is pressed. Create a new page, then return to the original page. Create a new button object to move to the next page. Enter Next in the Text 0 property. Then open the new page and create another button to return to the previous page. Enter back in its text 0 property. Return to the original page and set the event for the next button. Use the page select action to move between pages. In the action settings, select the destination page, in this case, page 1. Similarly, set an event for the back button on the new page. Set its destination to page 0. Display it on the TFT screen. Now, when you press the button, the page switches. Placing images. Images can be placed using the image object. After placing the object, double-click the image 0 property. The image selection window will open. Click Add and select an image from your PC to import it into the TFT module. Check Auto Object Size and click Select to display the image on the screen. You can also use images for buttons. Place a button and double-click the image off property. This sets the image shown when the button is not pressed. Similarly, the image on property allows you to set the image displayed while the button is pressed. If you only set the image, the original button design may still appear behind it. To remove it, set the content style property to off. Display it on the TFT screen. The button now appears as an image. You can also set a background image for an entire page. By utilizing images effectively, you can create a highly designed and visually appealing user interface. Font settings, size adjustment, outline fonts, and Unicode support. You can adjust the font size in the object properties. In addition to bitmap fonts, you can use outline fonts to display larger and smoother characters. You can also install and use PC fonts beyond the standard ones. By using outline fonts, it is possible to display multi-byte characters such as Japanese. Using other objects. In addition to text and buttons, various other objects are available, such as edit boxes, checkboxes, radio buttons, and list boxes. For selection type objects, you can enter multiple items in the text 0 property separated by line breaks. You can check the val property to determine which item is selected. Bar objects allow you to visually represent numeric values. By changing the val property, the displayed value changes. The appearance can also be customized in the properties. Other available objects include rectangles, circles, analog meters, graphs, and more. By utilizing these objects, you can build a wide variety of user interfaces. Outputting signals to external devices. The TFT module can also output signals to external devices using events. Here, let's configure an event that sends a text string when a button is pressed. Select and add the data TX fix action. Enter the desired string. In this example, ABC. Now, when the button is pressed, the TFT module sends the string, ABC, to the external host controller. Likewise, by sending specific commands from the host controller, you can change or read object property values. This allows external control, such as updating text displayed on the screen. In this video, we introduced only some of the available features. Many more functions are available. We hope you will take full advantage of Noritake's GTSP series. Thank you.